Hey neighbors, welcome to the Shed Shop. Hey, don't go nowhere. If your first time clicking on a video from my channel is this video, listen, don't go nowhere. I'm gonna have an ms290 for you that I'm gonna tear down. And this ms290 is for neighbor Devon. And neighbor Devon, I'm gonna get right into the story, neighbors, because it's 4 a.m. and I got to keep working. I'm gonna tell you why I'm doing this all right now instead of other stuff that's been written weeks and weeks and weeks. Neighbor Devon, I got notes here because listen, this is part of me trying to get better. I'm in excruciating pain, but the thing is, people are encouraging me. I got people that brought saws back on warranty, and they're like, hey, don't worry about it. I just bought this damn saw. I don't know if one of them might be operator error. It might be. I don't know yet. I'm not going to say what the issue is, but I've got saws here back on warranty, and one of them's doing really weird stuff, and I don't know. It's just draining some weird fluid and can't quite figure out what's happening, where it's coming from. It seems like just two-stroke oil without gas. It's confusing both me and the neighbor that owns the saw. And so anyways, I want to tell you how neighbor Devon came about being part of the Shed Shop family, the Shed Shop community that I'm trying to build, and how he bought the saw. I have ads on Facebook, and a lot of times I list specific saws, and when they sell, I don't remove them because I'm so very busy and the technology is so very hard for me, especially with slow internet. And I can fix stuff, but I'm not very much of a tech guy because I don't have the patience for it when my internet is chitty, okay? I have the ability to sit down and learn stuff, but I have to have the time and the desire to do it, and the technology frustrates me. But anyways, it's part of getting better. I literally ended a video and started over again because I had to go on my phone and recollect my memory of making sure I was envisioning the correct picture that neighbor Devon sent me and who he is. That is how bad my brain works sometimes. I just want to make sure I don't do my neighbors dirty, and so I'm trying to get better. Now, this saw came in on trade, okay? Neighbor Eric with the vintage metal tank 028 wood boss on a channel, and the other 028, which is unfortunately it's the John Doe. Yeah, I dropped a tree on her 20 years ago. It was one of the first videos I did when I first started doing the chainsaw stuff, aside from listing cutting videos basically for eBay. And it's a really clean saw. I took the saw in trade before I ever knew what it was or what it looked like. Anybody can tell you a saw's clean and runs good over the phone. I've had tons of people say that, and then they bring me a hunk of junk that's falling apart, and it's so caked on you don't even realize it's rusted and falling apart because it's so filthy, vile, dirty, and disgusting. This saw's very clean. I trust these boys took care of it, but neighbor Devon wants it went ahead and gone through. He wants to pay more money to have it gone through, and I told him we made an agreement that, hey, I'll try to put it on a boob tube for you, but no promises. And hey, I'll try to get it done in 1 week. But neighbor, I'm busy. It could be like 3 weeks. I got to be honest with you. And he said, cool, man. He says, I'll be really happy as long as I get my saw. Listen, neighbor Devon initially said he wanted to pay me his deposit through PayPal goods and services, which I understand. I don't know if he believes in Jesus or not. I don't give a shit. But basically, I can't say, hey, do you believe in Jesus? Because if you believe in Jesus, that's wrong of you to want to pay that way. You should just send it, friends and family, and trust I'm not going to do you dirty. But that's not the world we live in. I get it. Let's not talk about that shit right now. But I said, that's fine, neighbor. No problem. But you're going to pay the $4 that is the 4% on your $100 deposit. I am so happy with accepting that. Just like I accept credit cards. But I'm a little guy. So the fact that they charge me 4% to take your credit card, unfortunately, I do have to pass that charge on to you if you want to use that convenience. I want to offer that convenience as a business, and I stopped in the past charging for those fees. I split it in half with the neighbors. But right now, I got to charge you the whole thing because I need a bigger building if I'm going to keep doing this shit, okay? So here we go, neighbors. Let me tell you a little bit about neighbor Devon, and say thank you to neighbor Eric for the trade-in. You did me real good, and I'm gonna make sure I do you right, neighbor. From here on out, continue. Make sure I do you right the best I can, just as I have done you right the best I can. But I've told you when I've done you dirty. Neighbor, your saw, Eric, is over here clean. It's all clean. I got your cylinder, your piston, everything's clean. We're going to put new rings on it. The cylinder looks real nice. I'm thinking about honing it. And neighbor, if I screw it up, I got a brand new 028 Meteor Super top end on there, on a shelf over there, just for you. It's not listed for sale, okay? Just in case. All right, neighbor? It's up there. So, let's get to neighbor Devon, because I want to tear this all apart. Right now, the shop is set up. I've been doing cleaning of stuff, okay? Cleaning of parts and everything. And right now, it's set up to, his saw is not that dirty. And so, it's really a simple job, okay? And so, to continue to clean right now is best. I should be diagnosing neighbor Kyle's saw right now. But unfortunately, it's much easier, and I can love neighbor Kyle better because this is what's in my way and on my mind in the process right now to destruct the process of what I've got going on in my tiny little area. Does not love my neighbors that are waiting in line better. Neighbor Devon just bought this saw like 3 days ago. Okay, I have to do his saw right now. Just tear it down and get it ready for cleansing. Okay, that's what I have to do. And then what will be very next will be to go ahead and diagnose neighbor Kyle's saw, because I'm cutting with it fine. He cut with it fine here, but before he took it home, I could not get it tuned in right, and he could not get it to run right the first time he took it home. He brought it back. It would not run not right when he brought it back on my day off. But then Sunday we worked together with it. It ran fine. We both used it. But then he said it wouldn't work right again. And he brought it back, and I couldn't get it to start, but I knew it was flooded, is why I couldn't get it to start. If I kept ripping cord hard enough, long enough, it eventually probably would have popped. I don't think it was that flooded, because overnight it dried out. I took it out there, 2 pulls on a choke, it popped. I turn it to regular, 1, 2, 3, it fires up. I let it warm up. I cut with it. Yeah, he's right. I didn't cut no real wood with it. Y'all ain't seen the video. Only he's seen it so far of me cutting with his saw. This shit sideways. Anyways, neighbors, let's move on from that. I'm so sorry. This is the way my brain works. I hope it fucking entertains you, because I cannot stand all the time it takes to edit all this garbage out. Okay? So, neighbor Devon, again, hey, I'm going to send you the link to this video, damn it. And pay attention, damn it, okay? Because this video's for you, neighbor. I'm tired, and your saw is not that dirty and everything. And yeah, it might get me some views, but I care more about my sanity and my sobriety right now. But neighbor, this is how much I love you, damn it, and how much I want you to be a part of the Shed Shop community. Let me tell y'all about neighbor Devon, which is how I should have started the video, damn it. Neighbor Devon, he messaged me on Facebook, and he just messaged, I cannot stand, but I do it too sometimes, very rarely, but if people just send me, is this still available? And so I just respond most of the time. If they just do that, I just send, yes, are you still interested? I click one button. And then his immediate next message was, hi Matthew, my name is Devon. I'm looking for such and such saw. Or he said I'm cutting with right now, a 488 Shindawa and a Husqvarna 440. And he told me what he thinks about those saws and what he's trying to accomplish, because I asked him some questions essentially. I said, what do you do? He sent me a picture of an excavator knocking over trees, and I'm thinking, okay. And he explained to me why he needs a bigger saw, okay? And we talked about what size bar he needs and everything else. And when I told him once you go above 20 inch, how much it cost, that it cost $100 for that 5 inches of bar, he said, oh, maybe a 20 inch will be good for me. I think that's because he cut with a 291 that had a 20 inch on it. And he liked the saw. Now this is a 290. I explained to him about the saw, explained to him where it came from, and we made a deal on a price. That I'm not going to discuss, okay? Right now I'm not going to. Maybe in the future we'll discuss all these prices and stuff, but right now I don't feel led to. So anyways, basically, we ended up on the phone because I go through long text conversations with a lot of people on Facebook, and a lot of it does not lead anywhere, and it really is a waste of my time sometimes, unfortunately. But I do it because it's almost like it's necessary, because what if I don't love my neighbor by taking the time to go through all this annoying shit with them because they don't want to talk to me on the phone? I got greasy monkey hands, you know? I'm working all the time. I'm editing footage all the time, and my mind is one track. So it's easier for me to talk with a damn Bluetooth in my ear while I do simple shit like wash parts than it is for me to sit there and message with dirty gloves all the time. But anyway, so this guy's kind enough to call me. We get to talking. I explain to him how damn crazy I am. And he says, well, first he says again, he needs to use goods and services. And I said, that's fine. You got to pay the $4. And he said, that's fine. I don't mind that. And so we agreed on a price. We agreed on a deposit. We agreed on how he's going to send a deposit through PayPal. Okay. And then by the end of the conversation, I told him, neighbor, he's getting ready to pay his bill, his deposit. I said, neighbor, what I'm going to do is as soon as we hang up, damn it, I'm going to go ahead and make a 60-second short video to show you your damn saw. And we talked a little bit more. And then basically he said, I don't need to use goods and services. I'm just going to send it friends and family. I said, great, neighbor. Okay. So then your balance is $4 less. And so then I went ahead. He wanted me to make sure I got the PayPal. I did, and blah, blah, blah. And after I got the PayPal, here's what I did, neighbors. This is where it's funny. I'm so sorry, neighbor Devon, but I got you. And I'm sorry it was dirty of me, okay? But it was funny. I hope you're laughing at it. I says to him, basically because, you know, he wanted to use goods and services is partially why I did it. I don't have a problem with it. You guys, listen, you can pay Chainsaw Redeemer, goods and services, any way you want your purchase protected, especially if you're not in my local community. Hey, as long as you pay the fees, we'll do that all day long, okay? No problem. Anyways, so I says, you know what, neighbor Devon, I says, there's just one problem. I'm looking at this saw, and I didn't realize just how clean it is. Neighbor, I'm so sorry, but the price has gone up. $75. And he got real quiet. And I let him sweat for maybe 10 or 20 seconds. I don't know how long it was, but I think for both of us, it seemed like this eternity. Okay? And I finally said, I'm just kidding, neighbor. I was just joking. The price don't change, neighbor. Even if this saw ends up needing a top end, because I did you dirty with that joke at this point, no matter what this saw ends up being, I will pay the cost. I will eat it. And I will make sure you have a good running, beautifully cleaned ms290. And so basically from there we hung up. I made him a short. I sent it to him. It hasn't been public, but I made it public today. Here's your saw, neighbor Devon. Welcome to the Shed Shop family. And with that, if you're still here, I'm going to turn you down to the bench vise, and we're going to go ahead and start taking apart his saw and just checking a few things. We'll vac pressure test it, okay, before we tear it completely all the way down. I'm going to do a compression test for him. Why not? Just because I'm curious of the compression of the saw. I hate pulling cord, but we're going to do it because that's part of me getting better with the process. I'm sorry about, I don't know how much I'll edit out, but 13-minute damn intro. I hope y'all are paying attention, damn it. You're keeping me sober. Okay, I need to monetize the damn channel so we can have better equipment to do better shit for you, so I'm not so stressed out working all the time, damn it. Okay, neighbors, I'm going to turn you down to the damn bench. Okay, here we go, neighbors. Here's the ms290 for neighbor Devon. Okay, I'm just going to get some gloves on real quick. And with that, I'm also going to tell you, this is damn, you know, I did him dirty. I did him dirty on the stats. Shoot, I just realized, I think I told him this is a 59cc saw. It is only a 57cc saw. I will have to make sure he still wants the saw. I think he will. But neighbor Devon, you'll have to let me know. I'm still going to tear the saw down. Neighbor, I'm so sorry. I really do think our conversation, I told you this was a 59cc saw because you had mentioned you was looking for like 60cc or above. Yeah, I can't remember, neighbor. I'm so sorry. But please understand, if I did tell you 59cc, I will trust you if you say, yeah, that's what you told me, because I believe that's what I told you. Neighbor, I'm happy to give you your money back or get you into the right saw, okay? And if there's a price difference, we'll figure it out, neighbor. And if I have to give you a little bit of a discount for my mistaking the facts, I'm happy to do that, neighbor, because I did you dirty. I'm pretty sure I told you 59, damn it. I thought the damn ms290 was a 59cc saw, damn it. I don't know how long I thought that for, but I really thought it was. Maybe it's the 310 that's a 59cc, but I thought the 310 was, well, hell, neighbors. Now that's bugging me. And I wished, see, because here's the thing, I'm thinking more and more about the GoPro thing, damn it. And a neighbor that mentioned the GoPro recently. Because I can't go on my phone right now and look up stats, and the problem is that I just looked in my binder to see if I have written this saw's stats down, and be able to reference it, and I'm trying to memorize this stuff, but I don't have a good memory. Either way, let's move on. I'm just going to not let it bother me. I'm going to stay encouraged. I'm going to tear down the saw, and I think neighbor Devon is still going to want the saw, and I think it will suit his needs. And I did tell him, actually, I said, listen, neighbor Devon, so here we go. We're okay still. Don't worry. I said, listen, neighbor Devon, when he bought his saw, I said, I see what you're doing, and I know you, because here's the thing I forgot to tell you in the intro. Neighbor Devon said, honestly, man, I don't know. This is important, and I can't believe I left this fact out. He said, I don't know. Basically, this is what I got going on. These are the saws I have. And he said, after viewing your page, which is really an ad I have on Facebook, he said, I thought you might could help me. That's exactly how he worded it. I thought you might could help me. And I love that. And I thought, that's how a damn redneck talks. It's beautiful. Damn it. It's a southern boy. I like it. Okay, so anyways, we're okay. I told him if he doesn't like this saw, if it's not what he needs, we can talk about getting him in something larger, okay, or something different if he doesn't like it. Because I did explain to him the 291 has different features than the 290, okay, but that's it. So we're okay. Thank you. All right. So basically, this saw is really clean. 57cc saw. I thought it was 59. I really did. It runs a 20-inch bar, no problem. I did tell him you technically could put probably a 25 on this, but it's going to run real slow. It's not going to have tons of power, and it'll work good in softwood probably, but it will not work good in hardwood. Okay, so basically, I said I would do a compression test, and the vac pressure test requires me to get the carburetor out of the way. Damn, I hate getting spark plug bolts off. Goodness. There's that. The spark plug looks nice. It does look like it's got a little bit of weird corrosion to it, like some moisture hit it or something. I don't know. But the saw's very clean. You can tell it was taken care of. Good job, Eric and Aaron. Whichever one of you has been taking care of this saw and using it. Yeah, there's some dust back here. That's normal. But I mean, for your air filter to be that clean, I don't know how long you own a saw or what you've done with it, but it looks good. That's why I was comfortable selling neighbor Ace that very, very nice ms290T, knowing that I had confidence that my baby, my holy grail, would be taken care of. See, now I got to dig out 15 chainsaws, damn it, to find this damn lever. That's why the chainsaw redeemer gets frustrated, damn it. See? Because he's got bad hands and he can't feel them half the time. And he drops shit. That's okay, neighbors. Let's keep going. Pull our carburetor off here. We've got to work our grommet off with our carburetor. It sits in a groove here, and it can be a bad neighbor sometimes. They get stiff. They don't like to come out. Everything wants to stay where it is. I don't blame it. It says, why are you taking me apart? I'm a perfectly working chainsaw. I had a little blowback, but the fuel is 2 years old, and we think that might be the problem. Okay, so basically, to get your grommet off, I unplugged my tank vent. Ooh. What we'll do is we'll clean the tank vent out. And listen, again, I'm going to show you, again, the redneck way. The redneck way to check a tank vent. Listen, the idea is to pull air into the tank, okay, but not let air out. So if you use this one, because this is filthy, so I'm going to use this one right now. If I try and blow, and I cannot blow without using very much pressure, then our tank is working right that way. Our vent, I'm sorry. I cannot blow, but if I can suck, and yeah, I got some gas, neighbors. Yummy. That tells me that I definitely need to take this apart and clean it with a Q-tip. But if you can do that, you blow, and it doesn't work, you can't blow. I can blow a little bit. My lips were loose. But you can suck. Then your tank vent is probably good. That's just the redneck way. Okay? I use a vacuum pressure pump to test that if I have to. But I don't usually need to. Alright, so remember this has fuel in it now that I'm thinking about it. I forget to drain the fuel of the saws all the time. It doesn't have very much, so I can leave that off for a second. Here, let me put it up there. Nope, don't you fall. That is so the fuel doesn't spurt out and try to seek, kill, and destroy me. The reason I need my carburetor off is I've got a specialty flange for this model, okay, that I can put on. Usually, I got it backwards for this model. I got to flip it around, okay, neighbors? No big deal. Oh, my glove ripped. Did me dirty, Amazon, damn it. Okay, there we go. Flip that. Now that will slide on. Got to get my damn fuel line out of the way, damn it. Did myself dirty, neighbors. Okay, here we go. Got that on there. Go ahead and put this in and plug our impulse line. Look, my glove ripped, damn it. Did myself dirty, okay? Alright, there we go. Now, we need our bolts. I like to put this on so my bolts don't eat into my very soft flange here. Or my nuts, I mean. I'm so sorry, neighbors. Damn it. I'm very tired, and because I was looking at the weather today, and it's going to be a nice day today, but I slept late yesterday because it was hot in the shed shop, and so oftentimes I'm trying to work around the weather, but I also am trying to work around my insomnia and my inability to sleep like a normal person, no matter how hard I try. So anyways, that's why I'm working right now, and I'm tired. But guess what, neighbors? I want neighbor Devon to have his saw, and also I want to be able to work efficiently, and so part of that is always remembering that even though a neighbor's stuff has been here for 7 weeks, and I say been here for 7 weeks, but that he bought a couple of my saws like 6 or 7 weeks ago, and it's still here, one of them. He's got the other one, but I did him dirty on the AV mounts. I told him while he was here, and they took the saw anyways to test it and see if they ended up having blowback or not, and they did not. And neighbor Eric's very happy, it seems, unless he's just pretending because he feels pity on me, which I don't think is the case. He doesn't seem like the type. He's told me before flat out, calm down, Matthew. And I was like, shit, okay, neighbor. It was in text message, but I kind of took that as a guy saying, hey, listen, dude, you need to relax, calm down, I'm not upset, it's fine, I'll keep waiting, damn it. And he's still telling me, no rush. And so I'm trying to take that blessing and say, okay, give him the benefit of the doubt that he's really meaning no rush. Dude's out enjoying his boat today after the damn boat dealership did my neighbor, my brother, Eric, dirty. Damn it. I think they fried his computer if he's telling the truth about the story, and I think they did him dirty. Because they wouldn't have offered to put the computer he was buying in for free if they didn't do him dirty. Why would they do that? No, I don't think so. He had to go buy a damn computer on eBay after he dropped his boat off. Shit, can't see neighbors. I really wanted to put that back in, but you know what? I'll have to hopefully remember that that's not connected when I put fuel in this thing. It'll be obvious. Alright, so I got my specialty flange on. Anyways, they did neighbor Eric dirty. I don't need to tell you the story because we need to put a slide behind our muffler. Neighbor Devon, this is how messy I am, neighbor. This is who you're buying chip from, neighbor. I hope you've been watching the channel, because the fact that I'm messy does not change the fact, neighbor, that I'm going to give you high quality chip. And that if I don't, and you have to bring it back, I'm going to take care of it still, no matter how long it takes. That's the only flaw. You know? Like, not the only, but one of the flaws. Sometimes with the chainsaw redeemer, it's going to take longer because he does not like to send stuff out without knowing that it's good. And if you bring your stuff back on warranty, sometimes you might have to wait because he's just one man and he's also disabled. And so I just got to start being honest with my neighbors that that's the case, okay? I love y'all. I'm going to work hard. That's all. Bring you good stuff. Good content, good saws, good aftermarket parts if you need them. I'm working a deal with a supplier that I like so far. Not all their stuff. I've told them what I'm not willing to buy and how they can improve on it, like certain fuel lines and air filters. But the other stuff that they do good, air filters and fuel lines on other models, I told them, yes, I would like to buy that. And they told me, hey, we want you to sell it on eBay. I said, well, neighbors, I have a lot of stuff that I need to get listed on eBay right now. But I definitely am interested in potentially doing that. And so, I will have that stuff available for you neighbors too. And some of it I already have available for you now if you're watching a BooTube. It just might not be listed for sale. I don't have a website yet. So hey, if you need something, just ask me. If I have it, I'll say, yeah, neighbor, this is your price. Where you at? Where do I need to mail it? Or do you want to come get it? Or do you want me to deliver that shit? We'll figure it out. I can't see back here. It's so dark. Okay. Whoa. Ha. Neighbor Eric, you did me dirty, damn it. You didn't tell me y'all did a muffler job on this jet. But that's okay. Even though it's not perfect, I see nothing wrong with that muffler job, okay? I don't love it, but it's okay. It's not bad. It's not terrible. All you did was open the holes up, the square holes. It looks like you guys did anyways. And if you didn't, fine. Either way, that's not a problem. I'm going to even do that better. Fine, since I already like that. Unless you want an aftermarket muffler, neighbor Devon. But if your muffler is ported like this, it gives you more power. So maybe, even though it's 57cc saw, maybe you'll get a little more horsepower. Either way, I got a specialty flange, or a rubber that I've cut just for these. I'm going to go ahead and remove the gasket back here. It's almost like I'm reaching in. Where's the baby? Okay, where's the baby? Oh, I feel the head. Haha, sorry neighbors. I hope it's funny. Okay, there we go. Got that on. Now I'll put my muffler back on. My ported muffler that I wasn't told was... Maybe he did. Shit, I don't know. I remember him telling me about the modifications with the Husqvarna he traded in. But not this. Basically, that Husqvarna, I told him I'll take it if you don't want it, but I can't really give you nothing for it. Is what I told him. Because I told him, I said, I don't need more headaches and nightmares. I got enough of them. He said, that's okay, you can have it. I said, okay, cool, man. Thanks. I don't have nowhere to put it, but thank you. Neighbor Eric's a nice guy, neighbor Devon. So far, anyways. When I say that, I can only speak on the encounters I've had with the person. Not outside of that. I cannot categorize them outside of that, because I do not know them outside of that. Okay? That's it. Here you go, neighbor Devon. Basically, what we're doing is we're vacuum pressure testing your saw to determine whether we want to replace the crankshaft seals or not, because they're likely OEM, and I don't exactly know when Steel started having a lot of their stuff made in China. They have a factory over there, but I do know crankshaft seals can last a very long time, and so that being said, I do use aftermarket, and I'm struggling to get my Pharmatex that I usually use. I'm sorry, I use Pharmatech and Highway, but I'm struggling to get my Highway order paid for. And so I do not know what I have for this saw right now. But either way, if the OEMs are good, I don't want to change them because the saw was taken care of. And we're going to get a camera down in a motor. And so I might split your saw actually into 2 or 3 segments, honestly. I might have to. It's easier for me to just do it all at once, but the video is obviously already very long. Okay, neighbors, there we go. So, basically, now that I've got that on, and I've got that blocked, we can grab the vacuum pressure pump, and we'll hook it up. Basically, I'll pull a vacuum first. Let's go ahead and pull our vacuum. I'll go 7.5 bar, or I'm sorry, 7.5. It's, I don't know how to say it on this way. The other way it's PSI on the pressure, but there we go. It's looking good, neighbor. It's staying. I'll keep watching it, okay? And then essentially, I'll go ahead and start taking some other stuff off. and get your saw as far as I can in my vise because it's easier, and then we'll transfer it to the bench. Okay, but right now while I do this, I'm going to pause you. Okay, look at that, neighbor. Get off my nose, please. Okay, there you go. Thank you. It's still holding strong. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to flip it to vacuum. Okay, and we're going to pull about 7.5 psi. Or we're going to push, I'm sorry. We're going to pressurize about 7.5 psi. Right there. Okay, and we're going to watch that for a while. Now, when I reassemble your saw, there's a potentiality that I will do a vacuum pressure test again. Well, it will be just pressure, but I'll put soapy water or oil or both on your crankshaft seals just to give us extra verification that they're not leaking. But typically, if it passes this test, I say typically because not always, if it passes this test, it is good. So I do that as extra precautionary in certain situations. For example, neighbor Jeff's ms290 that had been sitting for 3 years. Okay, we're still holding. It's looking very good. I'm very happy with it. At this point, I'm confident this does not have a leak. Okay, and so I'm not even going to leave it for a couple of minutes at this point. I'm confident. Okay, I trust it. We're happy. We're going to go ahead and remove this. I have to remove the specialty tools. Okay, so basically, let's see. Where are we at? We're already at 30 minutes, and I don't know how much I can edit out. It is so much easier for me to just do one long video. Let's see. Okay, I'll tell you what, neighbor Devon and other neighbors, that's going to be the vacuum pressure test for the Stihl ms290 for neighbor Devon. And then essentially, I'm going to do a second video here for the teardown. And then that's going to be it. Okay, neighbors? So until next time, be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle.